Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready? 18, Gator. 6-6, bullet high. 49.
On 1st down, Locke. And his first look is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Denver.
On the ready. 54, right there. Hey, Charlie. Pilot, 64, reach. Hey, let's go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 26, check 26. Shit. Go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got his tight end Fant. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check. Fresno. Check.
Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A 1st down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. And Adam Thielen with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Leo.
On the counter, Lindsey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. To throw on third down, Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 8, read. 54. Topper.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Locke gets this to Hamilton, and this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Locke. This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
That's caught by Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first.
Check.
Play action now. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
He's checking. Crash.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Tighten up. Pull together. 25. Check 25. 36.
Lock to throw on second down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
To throw, there's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Cook with a first down and much more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, receiver. Switch gears.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Block again here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Block going to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Go! Slam! Switch! Ready!
On 2nd down, here's Locke. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Whip. 61. Matchbox lights. Hey, Wahoo! You're out.
Locke will try again on 2nd down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's taken in at the 9. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run it again with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Check back 21. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. Line out.
On third down, Cousins. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. L.J. Collier in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us...
Well, now Lindsey lost the football. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54. Come on. 80 weapons.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Hatchet.
On first down, Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Broncos 20, Vikings 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Showing it.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Watch the pass. First.
To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Clock now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Howard. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, team 6. Check out. Go.
Clock now to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. Big boys down there in the trenches and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Cousins to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. This is the tight end fan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Kirk Cousins last year started all 16 games, but only led the Vikes to just 1 fourth-quarter comeback like he's trying to do here.
Here we go.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. And they got the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Take over.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Block. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Check 24, check 24. Shoot.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Out, 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 out. 54, go. Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Right there.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
45. What we got? What we got? What we got?
He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again with Lindsey. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018, the Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. They run. This is Scarborough. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Ready? Hey, check 24, check 24. Protein spill.
Now to the air. Locke. Over the middle, he's got Deshaun Hamilton. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 6 guys, check 6.
Locke to throw on 3rd and 1. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll try the draw. Lindsey. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, let go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Be driven.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lindsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score Broncos 27, Vikings 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph.
Complete to Kyle Rudolph. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Vikings on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Cousins now from the 50. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Cousins on 4th down. And he comes back with one complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Felt compelled to go for it. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Cousins. And he's going to go down again. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.
Well, there's a reason Olympic athletes train nearby. All right, they've got a terrific training center in Colorado Springs. You train at the altitude, the lungs expand, you go down to the regular, oh my goodness, they can go all day. And in fact, a lot of visiting teams, when you visit Denver, you know what's printed in your locker room? Welcome to the Mile High City. The air is rare. They get in your head that way.
So for Denver, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.